Thank you. The next question will be initially answered by candidates Wagner-Nielsen. Student Senate controls approximately $5 million in segregated fees, differential tuition, and student tech fees. When reviewing how this money has been allocated in the last two sessions of Student Senate, are there changes that should be made for the future?
One of the things that we've been slowly working our way through, and at least the Finance Commission has been streamlining the process, and I think that's one very necessary thing that has been going on, and that should continue to go on. As far as differential tuition, one of the things that has concerned me in the past is that we only get these ranges, we don't actually get specific numbers to work with. And that once we do get specific numbers, we're just supposed to check mark, but we aren't allowed to make changes to that. So that's one thing that we would want to examine, is looking into how it is that we do our differential tuition system on our campus.
Thank you. Candidates Corey Johnson.
Also, to kind of go with the way finance has been, the Finance Commission has been streamlining that. I think I talked with Ray French, and he said it should be very soon that there's a whole new process to address seg fees. Other than the flip side debacle of a couple years back, I think that the UWEC system is a real model of how seg fees should work, and I think it's very commendable the job that the Finance Commission has been doing with it.
Thank you. Candidates Flott and Radcliffe.
One thing that we would advocate for in the SAG fees budget is to look into possible having music and theater department free tickets. It's been brought up the last few years, but this time to actually get it done or possibly look, we need to start bringing that up into the process earlier, probably in April, before the process of deliberations in October. Another thing is with differential tuition. I'm currently the academic affairs director, and DT's only been existing since 1996, and we've gone quite a long way. But one thing I would actually like to do is put more student voice into the actual allocation of the dollar and not just the percentage ranges. And I hope to work with the provost in this coming year to ask for more student representation. I think that the DT is a great program, but we have a long way to go, and it can be as successful as SEC fees in 30 years.
I'd like to move on.
We have a request for rebuttal. You begin in 30 seconds.
Thank you. I am a senior theater major now, and theater and music, that is my life. And if you hear that are a theater, music, art person, you know that you live in Haas if you are involved in this department and you have to give your blood, sweat, and tears. And some concerns that I have had from students, and actually I talked to several students this morning, is if you're going to take away ticket prices, which would be nice if we were going to take away the ticket costs for music and theater programs, where is that money going to come from? The extra money that we have for our department, considering we're under budget the way it is. And I know that it's compared to the athletic ticket prices being dropped, but that was dropped based on weather concerns so that students could come to the events.
Thank you. Candidates Flott and Radcliffe, would you like a 30-second reply?
Yes. The one thing is that those questions have been raised the last 3 years in finance and on the Senate floor when we've discussed the music and theater tickets. This is why we need to sit down with Dr. Knight, who's the chair of the department, to actually figure out how the money would be distributed, or what finance would, or if the program is actually needed. So I think we need to actually sit down and have an effective communication before the process could really begin.
Candidates Wagner-Nielsen, would you like a response?